Welcome to the Age of Aquarius. I hope you're having a great weekend. It is Sunday as I'm recording this, the 19th, but this is for Monday, the 20th. We have officially entered into Pisces season via the tropical zodiac. In the Vedic, we're just entering Aquarius. But happy birthday to Pisces. We have on this moon day, we have a new moon in Pisces. Fascinating. And we just entered Pisces season. So interesting. All that water, how Venus was snuggling with Neptune in Pisces. And now she's trotted off into the fire energy of Aries tropically. Anyway, this reading's fascinating to me. This particular deck is called the Star Tarot. What better deck to read for the Age of Aquarius than the star, which represents Aquarius? So this deck is not a typical deck. You can use it that way, but it's not the typical deck at all. And we're going to actually read from the book. That's what my team wanted. Originally, they brought out these first 4 cards, and I was like, is that all you want? Because I shuffled for a long time before the next ones dropped. And now I know why, because they want me to read from the book. So kick back, make sure you grab something to drink, hit pause for a minute, because this is going to be a little longer reading. So let's dig into it. The underlying energy I found fascinating because it's much like the cards we got for the reading for today. And the underlying is 10 of Cups, your overall happiness. 9 of Cups, your own happiness. And then the Strength card and the Queen of Wands. We have the King of Wands in the reading. And then we have the Lovers and the Chariot. Okay. So it's telling this beautiful story on partnerships somewhat, but also talking about some deep reflection. Consider these readings basically your survival guide in the Age of Aquarius, especially the beginning of the Age of Aquarius, because we're coming out of Pisces, that old dynasty's falling. And the new dynasty's coming in. And there's a lot of growing pains happening here for all of us. And it's coming out of the me, narcissistic way of doing things, going towards the we, which is a much more casual, laid back, and less uptight, worried about who's got the better cars and etc. It's more going to be a spiritual journey from here. People are realizing that the things they think make them happy don't. Think about it. Think about that shiny thing you wanted so bad. Once you have it, it makes you happy for a little while, right? Gives you your 10 of Cups and your 9 of Cups. But then this apathy, the 4 of Cups can be an apathy card. Can set in. Does it really make you happy? There's something missing on the inside. Anyway, it's interesting that we have the King and Queen of Wands that have entered this reading because the Oracle card that came out for, they wanted the Moonology deck, New Moon, go figure, was be bold and make the first move. And what we're going to start with that card, that's Cardinal Moon, okay? Now is the time to be bold, bossy even. Take matters into your own hands, which is very King of Wands energy. Cardinal signs are powerful and self-starting. They're determined and great at organizing. Drawing this card strongly suggests that you're going to need to be all of those things to get your ideal resolution or position in the situation. This card may challenge you on how strongly you really want something. Yeah, remember, all that glitters is not gold. If you're worrying about a situation, it is a suggestion to be less passive. Instead, take an assertive stance as you steer events where you want them to go. Speak up for what you want. If you're serious about sorting things out, you may need to take the lead in some way to step up as a leader. Attuned to the moon, I am taking charge of my destiny. Be bold and follow your heart and your emotions. Avoid recklessness or moving too fast. Come into your power. The time for action is now. Ask Ganesha, the Hindu elephant god, for help. And if you remember right, we got this card last time this deck was out. The exact same card. So we haven't made the move yet because we're still in this weird reflecting on what it is we really want. In astrology, there are three quadruplicities: cardinal, fixed, and mutable. The cardinal signs are Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. Remember, we each have all 12 signs in our chart for different parts of our lives. It's just the way the astrological wheel works, or as I always call it, the machine. The grand machine. These are the signs that like to get things started and which are natural leaders. No matter when you draw this card, it's a sign that something new is starting and you quite possibly need to take the lead on it. Okay? So be bold, be assertive, don't move too fast. Anyway, 10 of Cups is on the underlying, so we're going to go with that card first. And yes, this particular deck is unusual. So we're going to start here with this underlying energy. Excuse me. Pluto in Pisces. Interesting, right? Pluto's getting ready to move into Aquarius out of Capricorn. And it's talking about Pisces, and we just moved into Pisces. This is a Pisces new moon. And it's 20 to 30 degrees Pisces, mutable water, third decan, wisdom spirit. Lunar cycle, super full moon. Keywords, happiness and joy. 10 of Cups is one of the most joyful and happiest cards in the tarot. There is a deep love and contentment radiating from within you out to the world. And that's what we had in the reading. Self-love that radiates out like the ripples, right? We just had that yesterday. Totally different deck, totally different reading. That's how I interpreted the cards. And we're getting a copy of what we had yesterday. This energy is still flowing with us. The Four of Cups was with us. The Five of Swords was with us. The Four of Pentacles was with us. Remember how all the Pentacles and Cups all came out in order? It's sequential order, I might add. A freak of nature. Trust me when that happens. That is not usual. Okay. Wealth on all levels, material, emotional, spiritual, and intellectual, has been achieved, but the inner wealth of deep spiritual understanding is what brings the most happiness. See, what really makes you happy? When there's something missing, you know there is. Because you see these people with these big houses and all these things, and they're just things. They can't take it with them. They can't. What is real happiness? The one thing you can take with you, love. You are walking your Dharma, and the joy that it brings your heart is magical. The key to the Ten of Cups is self-love, finding your inner grail of fulfillment. The Ten of Cups brings great gratitude for all things in life. You feel as though you have returned to your true home. The gift of the Ten of Cups is happiness and fulfillment. With the Ten of Cups, you have found the grail in your heart, living in balance with humanity, Mother Earth, and Spirit. You've embraced the wisdom of your heart, acting from a holistic perspective, expanding your individual love and desires into a greater experience. With the Ten of Cups, you are channeling divine, unconditional love into the physical world. That is our weapon, by the way, folks. Love. That's your weapon. That's what defeats what's happening out there. And that's also what defeats what's happening internally. As above, so below, as within, so without. There's a lot of ugly going on inside of people. And when we move into a more spiritual based life, it gets rid of all that ugly, all the greed, envy, jealousy, right? You know that love is the glue that bridges life on earth to the heavens of the divine. It is the rainbow bridge. You feel at one with everything as your heart expands. The Ten of Cups symbolizes perfection and completion, bringing peace to your heart and living in harmony with your environment. The Ten of Cups has brought you to a new threshold of spiritual evolution, a sacred portal of transformation. Wow. That's deep. That's one card, and I didn't even finish. I'm going to leave it there with that card. We're going to move on to the Four of Cups. And I'll know better. When my team puts down just 4 cards, and that's what they seem to be insisting on, I'm going to listen next time. Because yeah. They're basically like, okay, you want more? We'll give you more. Okay, so we're moving to the Four of Cups. This is basically our topic up here. And it's the 4 cards that came out. This is Neptune in Cancer, so more water, right? Okay, the Four of Cups brings balance back to the heart and indicates a time to reflect on the emotional self. It presents the opportunity to shift stuck energy. When the Four of Cups enters, you may be feeling out of sync, uncertain, and apathetic about life, not sure what action to take. It calls you to reevaluate your present situation, your relationships, and emotional attachments. The key to the Four of Cups is self-reflection, viewing and reevaluating outgrown emotional parts, shifting energies of discontentment to a place of neutrality. Like I was saying, the evaluating cards right there, 7 of Pentacles. The gift of the Four of Cups restores emotional balance, bringing peace, renewal, and movement. On the journey of life, the spiritual growth, you may experience lack of motivation, boredom, with feelings of disenchantment and self-doubt. What used to bring you happiness leaves you flat. These feelings of emotional weariness are signaling an inner desire to emotionally stretch and grow, clarifying and reviewing emotional values. The heart is heavy, trying to sort out what is useful and what isn't. Your natural reaction is to withdraw from the external world. With the Four of Cups, you may find yourself in one of 2 positions: total self-absorption or inner self-reflection. Self-absorption can lead to long periods of self-pity, tunnel vision, and cutting yourself off from the external world. leading to emotional stagnation. Self-reflection can change up energies, moving and shifting discontentment into new insights. As you reflect on the bigger picture, you get back on course, connecting with your Dharma, opening to the gifts of opportunity and possibilities. And we'll end there with that one. Seven of Pentacles. Saturn and Taurus. When the Seven of Pentacles enters, a goal has been reached, a job completed, or a journey made. Your hard work is paid off and your harvest bountiful. This card brings completion and time to pause and reflect. Here we are, pausing and reflecting, right? On the process it took to achieve your goal. The horizon is open for new dreams and desires to manifest. You are deciding your next move. In your heart of heart, something in your heart stirs, and you know there is more on your path than material gain. Your soul hears a higher calling. The key to the Seven of Pentacles is to continue the cycle of abundance by expanding it out to the world community. Like I was saying, inner self-love, reflecting it out. The gift of this card is connecting with the work that brings you true fulfillment emotionally, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Nice. Then we have the Seven of Swords. And this is Venus in Aquarius, which she was in Aquarius not long ago. The Seven of Swords appears when you find yourself struggling through inner conflict and frustration. You may be experiencing a challenging situation where you have no control, leaving you with a sense of futility and helplessness. Thoughts and actions that do not express your true self may begin to arise. This unsettled energy is seeking an outlet to either create a negative consequence or be transformed into higher awareness. Some small or large event in life has initiated a calling, taking you on an inner spiritual journey to understanding your purpose and potential. The Seven of Swords signals an inner shift in consciousness, mentally and spiritually. The key to the Seven of Swords is to pull within, that's this card, and focus on what needs to shift and change your life internally and externally. Make the adjustments, let go of outworn patterns and relationships, then open up to emerging new insights. The gift of this card is to break on a spiritual and mental level, bringing clarity. Okay? There's more to it. Trust me. I'll know on this deck from now on. One or two cards is enough to tell us what we need to know. The Empress. Key 3, Major Arcana. The Empress is the Great Mother, Mother Earth, the Universal Mother, the Eternal Mother, the Goddess of love, beauty, abundance, and creative power. The Empress is passionate and sensual. She bursts life. She is the feminine creator manifesting nature's magic in the physical world, combining love and wisdom. The Empress rules from the heart, passions, and desires. Her color is green, symbolizing healing, love, and creativity. Her number is 3, the number of conception, manifestation, and the new beginnings. She is the combination of the magician in the masculine aspect, consciousness and action, and the high priestess, the feminine aspects of consciousness, emotions, and instinct. This combination brings together opposites into unison, balance, bringing forth new ideas and forms into the world, thus creation. So you're going to be giving birth to something. You've thought a lot about this. Okay? Whatever it is you've been ruminating over, it's bringing it forth. It can also be, quite literally, something to do with your mother or some sort of wounding from that mother energy. Someone that you saw as a mother, a grandmother, an aunt, whatever. So if there was some sort of wounding that puts you in this reflective energy, um, it's good because it looks like that evaluation period is coming to a close because we have a 10 of cups at the bottom, tens, completions. And remember, we had the world card in the end of the reading, I think it was yesterday. So that's for some of you. Because this channel, it's about healing the collective. It's not just about Aquarius. Everybody has Aquarius in their chart. This is, like I said, the survival guide, literally, to moving forward past this old paradigm into a new spiritual paradigm where the things that are shiny don't hold our interest like Ten of Cups does. Ten of Cups is complete fulfillment and love emotionally, right? Okay. So that is our topic, basically, and the underlying energy of the topic, Ten of Cups. Then we have the King of Wands, and this feels like possibly the what do you need to do next? Probably. We'll see. But be bold and take the first move. That feels very King of Wands to me. And we're going to go to that card now. All right. To me, that's the card of Leo because the fixed signs are the kings. In this deck, however, this card represents Sagittarius. Interesting, right? Lunar aspect, last quarter, sacred day, spring equinox, astrological aspect, Sagittarius. Element, fire, of course. Shield, dragon. Keywords, father of spiritual growth and creation. There we go. We're creating something new. This is where we're doing it. This is the action. Okay? The King of Wands is the master of fire, spiritual growth, and creation. The fiery energy of the king is intense, possessing enormous spiritual strength as it moves and blends with the cosmic flow. He is a visionary, looking out at the horizons yet to be conquered. He is a king of light, bringing energy to burn away any challenges. The King of Wands is strong, creative, passionate, and the most courageous of his brother kings, as his astrological aspect of fire of fire. The energy of the King of Wands is so powerful it is difficult to contain, but he has mastered the ability to hold his fiery raw life force, Kundalini, channeling the energy with the divine balancing and cycling into creations for his world. He is a spiritual mediator, symbolizing the starry bridge between matter and spirit, heaven and earth. When his blazing energy connects with the higher realms, it transforms the energy into magnificent insights, inspirations, and wonderful creations for his kingdom. The King of Wands shines with brilliant genius, enlightenment, and focused vision. He exemplifies the highest expression of creative imagination in action. The King of Wands is father, brother, son, friend, or mentor that represents the mature masculine principle and spiritual seeker. Keep in mind, you can hold this energy whether you're a male or a female, okay? This one is a go-getter. They don't sit around on their throne. This king usually is up, kind of forward in his seat and ready to jump at a moment's notice, right? Four of Pentacles. Back to the fours. Back to the fours. Oh. Here we go. Mercury in Capricorn. Okay. Keywords for this card: finding your personal power and new vision. The Four of Pentacles is a magical card that parts the veil between spirit and matter, signaling a time to go beyond your limitations and the mundane experiences of life to discover and expand your visions into creation. Into creation. Both of these are creating. This one takes 9 months for it to happen. This one's going into action now because the 9 months is up. Time's up. Tick-tock. Okay? It brings the inner knowing that the cycles of life constantly influence and guide you on the path to your destiny. The key to the Four of Pentacles is to create a foundation solidly built with spiritual and emotional boundaries that is allowing the intellect to explore and dream. The Four of Pentacles gift is discovering your personal power to push forward on your true path, to let your imagination soar and explore, bringing you amazing new insights and inspirations. Then we have the Four of Swords. Mercury in Libra. Keywords: quiet time, introspection, and healing. The Four of Swords brings the opportunity of calm, peace, and introspection. It whispers, listen to your inner self. Recognize when it's time to withdraw from the craziness of life. It signals pressures and stresses in life are getting out of control, creating mental tension that is unhealthy for body and spirit. The ego mind needs to acknowledge it's time to retreat. The key to the Four of Swords is removing yourself from outside influences and distractions, taking time to decompress, reconnecting to your purpose, thus revitalizing the body, mind, and spirit. In other words, we need to unplug from our phones particularly. That seems to be the worst of it. If there's something you're doing and it's habitual and it's taking up a lot of your time and it's not about your spiritual path, it's time to set it to the side, okay? The gift of the Four Swords is rest, regeneration, and healing. The Four Swords is similar to the path of the labyrinth. The labyrinth's path is a meditative journey of leaving the active physical realm behind, leading you to the realm of spirit to commune with your divine self, bringing back new insight into your world. Nice. And then the Five of Swords. Uranus in Aquarius. The rebel. The Five of Swords is one of the more challenging cards of the minors. The Five of Swords brings conflict, fear, and strong feeling of defeat. It signals unrest and chaos, internally and externally. Feelings of uncertainty, discord, and anxiety scatter your thoughts. You are at a crossroad, trying to navigate out of the darkness of confusion into the light and clarity. The Five of Swords brings big medicine to the table. It helps you confront your demons. The key to the Five of Swords is to step back from the discord, quiet yourself, become aware of your reality, view it without judgment, and align with the values of your higher self. Forgive yourself and others. Yeah. You know, it's funny, especially with Aquarius. It's easier to forgive others, forgive and forget. I don't hold grudges like a Libra does. No way. I've seen Libras hold grudges. Wow. Anyway, I digress. Anyway, you Libras know you do it too. Anyway, yeah, forgiving ourselves sometimes is probably one of the hardest things an Aquarius can do. The gift of the Five of Swords is the strength to move away from conditioned negative thinking, something you may have learned from your mother, apparently, according to the cards. and feelings that don't support you, opening you to freedom and peace of mind and peace in your heart. And peace in your heart. You know, that's one thing I said to my husband. I said, you know, because I went through a whole lot of shadow work. And one thing that I said to him was, I just want peace. That's all I want. I don't want to control anything. It reminds me of that song Pink did. I don't want control. I just want to let go. Yeah. Anyway, so so whatever it is that is a learned pattern, likely from your mother or mother figure, overcoming it. That's going to be a huge key to your happiness. Change up. That's one thing that I was reflecting about. I was like, I need to change up my routine because we get into these habits. You know, you get up every day. It's like Groundhog Day. You repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. Same thing every day. You've got to change that up occasionally. Say you have a bad habit that you know is bothering you. Say you deal with anxiety. Those of you that have gone through narcissistic abuse in the past, which is pretty much the planet, because this is a very abusive system that's in place. You will have panic attacks or really bad anxiety. And that first step of changing when you get up in the morning, what do you usually do? Do something else. Now, most of us have to go to the bathroom. So please do that. But what I'm talking about is the next thing. You go grab a cup of coffee. What do? What's your next thing? Change things up a little bit. Take a different route to work. Different scenery, different vibes. Get up a little different time. Get up a little bit earlier. Meditate for a little bit before you have your coffee and all that stuff. Do something different. It'll break some of those chains, those learned patterns that you may have learned from a narcissist. Like I said, everybody is born one. It's unteaching that ego. It's taking that out of the equation, calming the ego, overcoming it, and trying to make our way forward. It's not easy. I've been through it too. So, yeah, I'm not just talking out the, yeah, I'm talking from experience, very deep experience with this particular problem with the planet. And Aquarius, that's our job. We observe, we see what's going on, and we try to figure out what fixes it. And there's two keys, and it's two keys that I'm very fond of. One of the keys is the infinity symbol. That's one of the keys. Infinite love. And guess what else? Gratitude. And that's exactly what I have for you guys. Infinite love and gratitude for listening to the survival guide. Hopefully it'll help you on your path. I hope so. It helps me on mine. That's for sure. Anyway, I amazingly managed to get this down. I thought this was going to be an hour-long deal, but I snipped it short just a little bit. I'll know better with these cards. It seems like they're going to want me to use these a lot, so be ready for different interpretations of the cards than what you're used to seeing or hearing, okay? So, anyway, do take control. Be bold. Make the first move. You've got a creation you're starting. You're also in the process of healing, and you need to continue with that. Get rid of just changing things up can help you get rid of bad habits. Just little small changes. If you smoke, smoke less. Hide your cigarettes, make them harder to get to. Do things that keep you really busy, because if you do that, the whole day will be gone and you're like, oh wow, I haven't even smoked today. Not kidding. Do things that make you busy. And you'll be more content, you'll get way more done, and you'll smoke way less. For sure. And same thing with any other habit, that you're trying to break, or if you're starting to try to do a new routine spiritually, with meditation, exercise, things that feed your soul, right? That's what's the most important thing you should be doing. Anyway, nice detox baths, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, I do hope you have a fantastic new moon in Pisces, Moon Day. Oh, yes, February the 20th, 2022. Please do like, share, and sub for the survival guide. I'm sure others could really use this, the advice that comes with these cards and what they have to say. Anyway, take care. Have a good one.